Kamala Harris f***ed up. Kamala on a mic is like Biden on a bike. They don't belong near either. Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris was on CNN for a town hall. I didn't know CNN had a town, but please let me know where it is so I can avoid it. I don't need an entire town of people lying to me. In the town hall, Kamala did what she did best, show us she has a degree in the science of Yapology 101.
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done. That haven't been done, but need to be done.
Needs to be done? Why wasn't that stuff done before? You had 4 years working next to a president that is only famous for napping or sniffing kids. You could have done anything you wanted, and somehow it gets worse.
Does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I am not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything.
Are you talking about Trump? Because it sounds like you're talking about the person you're currently vice president to. I f***ing got him. Don't worry, I'm here every week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
Just making sure you're paying attention.
Trump's Madison Square Garden rally might have gotten him in trouble. Tony Hinchcliffe, the creator of the biggest live podcast, Kill Tony, he's famous for bringing up people with disabilities on stage, which makes sense why Elon was there. That's a joke, calm down. Tony is now in the news because he made a joke that offended a lot of people.
A lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right.
I'm not Puerto Rican. I know that's shocking and news to a lot of you, so I won't speak on how they feel. Making a joke about Puerto Rico in New York is risky. That joke probably gets laughs when not in New York, like Texas, where Tony lives, and not on the national stage of a campaigning president. But someone outside of the rally asked Puerto Ricans that were there, as New York has more Puerto Ricans than people who dress like fentanyl addicts and call it fashion, and this is what they said.
Live from the garden.
The rally was great.
Puerto Ricans for Trump. Trump 2024.
Yo, now that I got my fellow Puerto Ricans,
Facts.
obviously what happened there tonight, everybody's talking
Beautiful,
about it.
epic.
But the Puerto Rican joke, the garbage island stuff, do you guys even give a fuck about that?
No,
I don't. No, I don't.
I don't even pay a mind. I don't even pay attention to it.
Trump literally went over and helped Puerto Ricans after a hurricane. He tossed paper towels out like they were three-pointers. And that is offensive, actually. They don't even like basketball. They like baseball. And a lot of people are upset, but you know the kind of people mad at these kinds of jokes. Actually, a new one just dropped. Pronouns she, Tim? Jesus Christ, we're cooked. The reason this got so much focus was because Kamala's VP pick, Tim Walz, was streaming on Twitch with AOC during it. That perfectly describes the presidential race. Trump has comedians and CEOs backing him, while Tim Walz had to lie and say AOC was doing a hot tub stream to get any viewers. I made that up, but that is all Twitch is known for, and I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Their stream consisted of them playing Madden. None of them scored. A former football coach against a woman playing Madden couldn't score. If you got a buddy voting for Tim Walz to be VP, that ain't your buddy, that's your lady. The joke could get the Trump campaign in trouble. It probably wasn't the best look, admittedly, but it is a joke from someone way funnier than me. I'm not judging here by any means. But the left is upset, and they are right. Comedy jokes at a political rally isn't appropriate.
Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, and George Lopez said, you better build it in one day, because if you leave that material out there overnight.
What do you mean by that?
Yet George Lopez said that. It is fitting George Lopez, who isn't funny and has the IQ of a caveman, somehow looks uglier than a caveman. Oh yeah, he's Mexican, he can make that joke. Yeah, and Tony Hinchcliffe is gay. They can joke about anyone they want. He's not actually gay, but if I'm a betting man, I'm putting it all on pink.
And if you feel empty on the inside, you order a pizza. Still got
and if you feel empty on the inside, you sit on a hot dog.
You probably saw that a streamer was banned for saying all soldiers deserve PTSD and that she wanted to do a 9/11 baking stream. She also would cause towers to crumble if she entered them. The Twitch streamer Froggan, I don't care if I'm pronouncing that correctly, received a 30-day ban on Twitch for those clips. Now I'm pro free speech, a free speech radical, you could say. You can say whatever you want. I really don't care. If you say something I disagree with, it doesn't bother me because I'm too self-absorbed to even entertain that my opinion is wrong. I'm not Jordan Peterson or Charlie Kirk, mainly because I don't cry on camera and my face isn't proportionally small to my head. In simpler and proportional terms, I'm not here to debate. So can an overweight streamer sit in front of a camera and say stupid shit? Absolutely. And honestly, this is good for society. Do you want that as your coworker in the real world? Do you want someone talking about imperialism when everyone is lying about how they enjoyed their weekend? I like our military. It's the last industry America has that we're the best at. Do politicians enrich themselves off the military-industrial complex? Does she eat the same amount of calories for breakfast I do in an entire day? I'm not saying yes, I'm just saying that two things can be right at once. But the content creator lane has gotten too big. Pun intended. I told you, I'm a free speech absolutist. So if that makes you mad, you also enjoy McDonald's breakfast every single day. Should she be canceled? No! Canceling is for people who comment on celebrity gossip from anonymous TikTok accounts. You should be able to watch whatever you want, except anime. We need a nationwide ban of anime. Can't trust a man who gets inspired from Japanese cartoons. But we should evaluate how much content we consume though. Just like she should evaluate how much she consumes. I hate talking about streaming, but it's become more common to see people eating in a restaurant streaming than it is to see someone eat a meal alone. And no man doing well in life has ever said, man, I can't wait to go home and watch this on Piker. And at least he's kind of buff. Horrible opinions, but very good looks.
Pause. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Resume.
And that's how we do it like...
Tim Walz roasted Elon Musk.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it.
If you ever find yourself surrounded by liberals, first off, sorry to hear of your situation. What? I'm not a Republican either, but hanging out with your conservative friends will always be more fun than your liberal ones. You know it's true. Your conservative friends always have a boat. But if you find yourself in these unforeseen circumstances, the easiest way to win them over is say, you don't like Elon Musk. Even if you do. They will love you immediately. I did this the last time I lived in LA, and this dude asked me to sleep with his wife. She gets it. For the record, I did not. Tim Walz doesn't like that Elon is jumping around more than him. Elon jumping is odd. No man with that build should put extra strain on his lower extremities. But this guy is commenting on mannerisms? He moves like Chris Farley after an 8-ball. Told you. Democrats had an energy problem. It made their voters lose faith. So to solve their energy problem, the Lizard Caucus searched for someone with energy, and they found VP nominee Tim Walz. He's not weird like you see Fox News saying. Well, he is weird. He lied about being a head coach. But he's not weird. He's acting as a solution to the old people in politics. It's purely strategic. No one wants to listen to Kamala speak. She doesn't make any sense.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
So to keep liberals entertained once Megan Thee Stallion leaves a Kamala speech, they bring in their version of Leslie Knope. He's enthusiastic and even jokes that he's white.
Like I have white guy tacos and
What does
like
that
black,
mean? Like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and,
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Here's the deal. No, they...
Defacing tacos is the most racist thing Democrats have ever done. And they wanted slavery. Oh, and the party's actually switched over time, Gary. I'm sure they did. The same way you all supported Biden, but now support... Conservatives have a tequila. Seth Weathers, the CEO of Conservative Dad, has released a tequila to go alongside their ultra-right beer. You may think I said that name as a joke, but it's the actual company's name. Now, I don't want to lump conservatives in with this guy, but this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's the grift of the century. And this isn't even a race thing. This is a tequila thing, the only thing worthy of getting political about. The typical conservative influencers are showing off the product. I don't know what's faker, her lips or the alcohol he calls tequila. Now, the obvious argument here is cultural appropriation, but I don't care about cultural appropriation, to be honest, mainly because that image of me exists. But just watch the end of the ad.
I'm Conservative Dad. Finally, we meet. I am Conservator Papa. Do you have it? Of course, Conservative Dad. Conservator Papa has brought you the finest agave spirits across the border for you, our patriotic gringos. Thank you, my amigo. Now, you must go back.
Now you must go back? How about you go back and fulfill the orders from July, Seth? People ordered beer from this guy in July and it still hasn't been delivered. A lot of people, actually. The government approves Ukraine packages faster than this guy can ship a package. One person even views the cans as an investment. These people also bought 9/11 commemorates coins, which is still somehow morally better. New improved shipping times to what, 3 months now? I know friends who have ordered fake Louis V bags from China that got delivered quicker than that. And I know the way he's spelling it is just so his customers can actually remember what it is after their 5th margarita watching Sean Hannity, which I would also have to be drunk to get through that. But $60? Kendall Jenner's tequila is half the price and it's actually kind of good. No one wanted politics in their alcohol. That was why people canceled Bud Light. But tequila is a Mexican liquor. It's cool countries have liquors in culture. When the only culture you offer is being conservative, it's annoying. To constantly complain about the border and overly praise conservative values, then release a tequila, which isn't a real tequila, just seems dishonest and not conservative, which is fine. What you should be conservative about is the time you tell people their beer orders will be delivered. 3 months is long. Just say 6 months. That's more conservative, Seth.